Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the gas station. This is Tuesday, June 18th. How y'all are? It's a hot one, folks. Let me tell you, it is hot. That's summertime for you. I'm glad I work in an air-conditioned gas station. Except when I gotta go out there and pump gas and pump air in people's tires. But yeah, it's gonna be warm for quite a while now. Well, I hope everybody had a good Father's Day weekend. I hope it was safe. I hope if you have a father, you got to enjoy it with him. If you're not a father, maybe you could be a father to some kid who needs one. Just a thought there. But I had a good time. I was out at the cabin. And anytime I get to be out there, it's a good one. Did a live stream Sunday night. Really good live stream. I had a good time with it. Everybody had a good time with it. It was a very important one. And Saturday night, you know, I've mentioned there's a group of us out there. I mean, we don't have a formal prepper group, but we know each other. We all think alike. We all, you know, we don't have to formalize anything. One of the guys was having a cookout and, you know, a big old bonfire. So we were all over there Saturday night. And I didn't feel like interrupting it to do a live stream. Some things are more important than YouTube, believe it or not. I love you guys, but so what's happening? Let me give you some updates on the house and the house build. One of the things, if you have followed this channel for very long, and I've always said, no matter what your plans are, the most important part of your plan is flexibility. And be prepared to make changes, because things are going to happen. And things are going to happen that's beyond your control. So you have to adapt to those changes. You have to overcome that. You have to improvise. Adapt, overcome, and improvise. I mean, it happens. This is life. I'm a poor person. I don't have money. So it's hard to adjust to this inflation that has been out of control now. You know, when I started buying the material for my house, the idea was all the money I made from here, you know, a couple $100 a week, I could buy material and just store it in the barn. And I've done pretty good, but I'm at the point now where I have to buy the trusses and the metal for the roof. And I had budgeted a certain amount for the whole thing, right? Which it's already been blown out of where I'd hoped to be at. And I'm looking now at another $5,000 or $6,000 just for the roof. And what was $2,500. So I don't know how to, you know, overcome that, let's say. The extra money that I make here is now being used to pay bills at home and buy groceries. And, you know, everything has gone up so much that working here at the gas station is no longer extra money to buy material with. It's money I got to have to live on and pay bills. So, you know, it's like, I got to get something going out there. I can't keep putting it off because I have no money. So I have to be creative and figure out other ways to do it. Now, adding on to the cabin is not an option. I built that cabin a few years ago, having never built anything like that in my life. Not knowing how to do it. What I did, I learned a tremendous amount from. But it's not really conducive to make it a full-time permanent home and to add on to it. It's just not. So I'm not going to try that. I think I would wind up spending even more money trying to bring that up to where it needs to be. So another option that I'm exploring and going with, I was exploring, now I've decided to go with it. You know, Alex bought one of those sheds. He bought a 14 by 32 shed to convert over to his cabin out there. So I'm looking at this, you know, I went to the guy that Alex is buying his from. Great guy. It's kind of interesting because we talked about it, and he wanted to come out and visit me because I sat in his office for about an hour just talking with him. And he's another one of like mind, you know. I mean, he knows what's going on. He's trying to get prepared for it and get ready for something, you know, even the revolution if we have to do that. He's all in on it. So it was good to meet him like that. And he came out after they closed up. He wanted to make sure, you know, I needed to know that they could get a 16-foot wide building up the driveway, up the roads. You know, if you saw my video on the ATV ride, it's all gravel roads out there. And some hairy turns. So, you know, he wanted to make sure that, you know, they could get up there. So I don't have a problem with that. I had to take down my gate. But, yeah, so what I've decided to do, I was going to build a 16 by 40 foot shed, basically, only more substantial, you know. So what I'm going to do, I looked at the cost of a 16 by 40 and I didn't like it. A 16 by 32 is what I'm buying. And it's going to, the floor is already going to be spray foam insulation. It's going to be insulated, so I don't have to worry about underneath it. The way it's going to work, I'm taking my shed from here in Wheeling, the 10 by 16 that I have. That's a great shed, Dutch Builders shed, and take it out to St. Bernard Acres and use that as the utility room. Now run my electric in it, and that's where the washer and dryer will be, a mud room, place for the dogs if they're wet. You know, a 10 by 16 utility room would be pretty nice. Pantry area in it, you know. And then I'm going to buy the 16 by 32 shed from this company and put up against it. Then that makes, because of the way I'm going to do it, I mean, you know, it gives me more square footage than what I was originally going to build. And I'm also going to use the material that I have bought already. I'll use up part of it by putting a 16 by 16 addition onto it. So that'll be the bedroom. If that makes sense. My 10 by 16 shed I have now will be the utility room. The 16 by 32 shed will be the kitchen, living room, bathroom, small office area, and then I'll have a bedroom and closet that I'll add on to it. So that's the way I got to do it. That building cost $12,000. I'm going to have to save up half of that, or more than half of that, just to buy trusses and all of the metal for the roof and pay a roofer to come out and put the roof on. Because I'm not going to do it myself, and I don't want any subscribers coming out and doing it. I want a roofer with insurance. So, you know, if he falls on my house, then you know, he's going to have insurance on that stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm looking at close to what it's going to cost to have that building brought out here. It already has the roof and everything on it. And I'd pay $900 up front. They deliver it. I pay $550 a month until I sell the house here in Wheeling. Then I pay it off. And all I have to do then is work on the inside, you know. I ordered it today with 2 rough openings for doors. I didn't order any doors with it, no windows with it, because I have all that in the barn already. But they are going to leave the 2 rough, I laid out where I wanted things, and they're going to do the rough openings for the doors, once it gets delivered out there, I slap my doors in it, and I front and back doors on it. But yeah, I mean, the shed, my 10 by 16, I'm going to move out there in a couple of weeks. I got to get it all emptied and everything. Get it set up. Then I can run my electric in it and get all of that ready to go. The one I'm buying won't be ready until the 1st of September. That's how far backlog they are on these things, because everybody's buying them. It is becoming so popular to buy these sheds and convert them into small homes. Now I'm going to wind up with about 900 square foot. It's not going to be a tiny home. I can't say shed to tiny home. But yeah, I mean, it's once that building is set there, then I can call the health department. I took the test. I can install my own septic now. But they will come out, they will design the septic that I have to have. Then I can get that installed. So we will have, and then I get my $5,100 back from the electric company. But I have enough material to do all the walls, to do the windows, like I said, the doors. I mean, I don't have to buy a whole lot of material to finish the inside. But we'll have something that will have running water and a flushing toilet and shower and washer and dryer, all the things that you want to have that I can't do in the cabin. So hopefully this fall. Now, what I think I will do, because it's just going to be a small 16 by 16 addition, perhaps this fall we can have our get together, the folks that want to come out and help, and we can put the addition on. It'd be a much smaller project and we can knock that out without a problem. In a weekend, we'll add 16 by 16 foot section to it, and then we can have some fun. But I'm telling you, with the cost of everything, I just can't do it. So this was a way to accomplish what I need to do that is affordable. The $550 a month sucks, but Comcast, now I've been paying $300 a month for Comcast here in Wheeling. They just went up to $300, right? And it goes up every month. So Frontier came by. I get Frontier fiber optic, 1,000 gigabyte download and 1,000 gigabyte upload for $45 a month, and then I can stream everything. So right there is $250 of that payment I just saved. Next month I'm paying off a loan that cost me $140 a month. That will be paid off. So I've got almost $400 of it already. See what I'm saying? So I cut back on some things and I can make those payments and it not be a huge crush to me. And like I said, I'm gonna pay. My first payment's not due until 30 days after the building is set in place. So if they bring it out the 1st of September, I won't have a payment due until the 1st of October. And in October, Gail's going to get a $280 increase in her Social Security. And there's the $550 a month. So it doesn't change my budget at all with anything. And it gives us a house that we could realistically move into in a much shorter period of time. If I had to try to save $12,000 to have all of the rest of the house I was going to built, it would take a lot longer than doing it this way. And I'm okay with it, They got the LP smart siding. They're 50 years guaranteed, That's what's on the shed I'm taking out there. And that's what I bought for the siding of the house when I was going to build it. So I have the same siding to go around the addition and everything that I do. And to butt the buildings, the two sheds together, they're going to have different roof lines and stuff. But I'll build a little 4-foot by 8-foot little hallway like thing in between them. So you just walk across, it'd be like part of the house. I'm not going to try to match up roof lines or tear roofs on to re-roof stuff. I'll just make me I got those big windows. I'll put one on each side of that, and it'll be and make it a little greenhouse in between the utility room and the kitchen. It'll be a place to plant some stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to bring you up to date on what I'm going to wind up having to do, strictly for financial reasons. YouTube is over with as a revenue source, and I knew that was coming. I've said that also all along. I will never ever depend on YouTube as a revenue stream. I don't come on here and lie and beg and cry about shit in order to get donations or get people to help, or I don't do any of that kind of stuff. I will do all this on my own. I want to stay debt free if I can. So this building, like I said, when I sell the house here in Wheeling, then everything gets paid off. Then we're debt free living out there. So hopefully this plan works out. I tried that 10 years ago. I brought that shed out there to work on, and I found out it was too small. And now everybody's attitude about tiny houses has changed. And I think the minimum then was 800 square foot or 700 square foot, something like that. If that's the case, what I'm building is over 900 square feet. So I don't have any worries about that. I've been approved for the septic. I just have to have the county come out and give me where they want things. And then I can get busy on that as well. And like I said, that's probably going to cost me about $5,000, $5,000 or $6,000 for the septic. But I get $5,100 back from the electric company when that's in. So if I have to put that on credit cards, I can pay it off when I get the money back from the electric company. So, I mean, it's how I got to do things. You have to be resourceful. That's the thing. Don't give up. I could sit here and woe is me, and I don't have the money to finish my house, and what am I going to do? Well, just figure out a different way to finish it. That's the key to everything, So I'm not frustrated, I'm not mad, I'm not upset that I have to go this way. I would prefer not to, because it would be a lot of fun to build my house. But at the same time, I'm 67 years old now. If I was 50, it would be a different story too. But I'm tired. I don't want to, I'm not sure at my age I want to tackle building a house from scratch. Not sure I want to do that. So we're going to give this a shot and see what happens. Anyway, let me know what you think. I need comments. I need likes. I need people to. I need that kind of crap. And Saturday night we're going to have a live stream, and we're going to pursue further this conversation about how we're going to fix this country. How we, the American patriot, is going to make America great again. Nobody else can do it. We have to do it if it's going to be done. So get your friends, have them tune in. Let's get it organized. Let's get it going. Talk to people. That's what I said. I'm talking to this guy behind the shed room. I had no idea that's the way he felt. He wants to come out. I mean, he will be an asset to this. He won't be part of my group because he already has a place out in the area. I don't want a formalized group. I said that in the live stream. Nobody is invited to St. Bernard Acres to build cabins or bug out to or anything. This is not a bug out location for anybody but my family. you know. Now, if somebody shows up and needs help, we'll certainly help them. But I'm not turning it into a timeshare. But anybody that wants to stop by, I also said this. Anybody in the area that wants to do something like this, wants to buy some property, try to build a homestead, try to get more silver light, you can come by St. Bernard Acres any weekend. I'm out there. You're more than welcome to come out, spend the night in the barn, camp somewhere. And we can sit around and talk about it, and you can get ideas from what I've done. Give me ideas what you would do differently. But anybody's welcome to come out to St. Bernard Acres a weekend. I don't have a problem with that. Everybody knows where it is. So, that's about it. I'm here at work, and I got 45 minutes to go, and I get to go home and edit this and upload it. But I appreciate everybody. I really do. And like I said, I need comments. I need likes. I need shares. I need subscribe. We got to build this channel up some. Maybe I can get a few bucks again out of it. It'd be nice if I could get it up to where it paid the monthly payment on the shed. But anyway, I hope everybody is having a good week and continues to have a great week. And if I don't get to talk to you beforehand, I'll see you Saturday from out at St. Bernard Acres, where it's going to be 96 degrees. Won't be much work going on. Joe will be hanging out in the cab with the AC on. I guarantee you that one. Yeah, I might have to mow, but I can do that Saturday. Well, I can't do it Saturday night, but I can do it before I do my live stream and the sun goes down. But yeah, everybody have a wonderful week. I'm out.